Hello friend, my name is Asindra and today I'm going to continue playing for you Uncommon Time by Pharaoh Phoenix. Now last time we did a thing with Altair where we gathered cat grass and fought a dragon, you know, your everyday business. We also reheard the conversation and a little bit additional that Aubrey heard while in their Uncommon Time thing. And now we're being sent on a walk. So I wonder if there's anything in these leaves here. Also, if you'll notice, the leaves are actually making a mark. I wonder if we can... Oh my god, we can walk in the puddle. That's awesome. Why is this broken? Anyway, we were sent to go to the backyard, which I don't know where that is. This is the way to the city. I don't feel like going there. Oh, right, that's the wrong voice. Must be Arietta, not Alto. Or, not me, at least. I like the grounds. It's very nice. Altair has a very large house. I think this is the correct way then, apparently, because it let me go there. Oh, there's Aubrey. No, can't do it. Okay, fine. Should we talk to them? Oh. Good afternoon. Aubrey's like, no. I got ignored. I got run away from. I guess they still hate me. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon, dear. Can we win? I don't think chasing after them would do any good. Alright, well, let's go this way. Oh. Somebody's singing. Is that Chantal? Oh, so it was you, Chantal. You're pretty good at singing. Eep! I like Okay. Oh, well, God, what was Chantal's voice? Lady Arietta? Since when were you? Sorry, I meant to say something sooner, but you have such a nice voice, and I just wound up listening to the end. That's far too much praise. My lady is much too kind. No, I'm nowhere near nice enough to flatter somebody when I don't mean it. I knew you're not in the choir, so it surprised me. You're talented, so you ought to show it off more. No. Really, I have a terrible voice. You know what they say about girls with deep voices? The only choir and opera roles there are... Wait. The only choir and opera roles there are for us are witches, britches, and... I'm assuming the last one was bitches, which is unfortunate. I know. I don't understand why composers these days have such a problem with giving interesting parts to lower sections. It's just prejudice. It's ridiculous. I wish I was a soprano like Aubrey. I wanted to be cute and girly. Hey now, sopranos may get more detention, but they're a dime a dozen. A good contralto like you is the jewel of the choir. It's not an easy vocal range to come by. And your voice is lovely. I'd like to play with you sometime. Oh, no, I couldn't. I really couldn't. Really? More importantly, Lady Arietta, what are you doing in a place like this? Weren't you just staying with Lord Altair? Oh, I'm just on a walk to clear my head. My honey's orders. You really do call him that. Is something wrong? Oh no. But that means you're still stuck on the world tuning ritual. As much as I hate to admit it. I know I ought to be able to do it, but it's just not working out. Well, don't work yourself so hard, okay? Lord Altair worries, and seeing you work yourself to the bone is kinda scary. Don't try to carry a burden too big for you to handle, okay? If there's something that we can do to help, please ask. There's not much that I personally can do, but even I want to support you how I can. Really? If I do ask for a favor, you'll do it? If it doesn't involve singing? Aww. I help take care of the little kids. Do you really think that would work with me? It was worth a try. Your viola playing is too beautiful for me to mess up with my ugly voice. I do like singing, but doing it by myself is enough for me. Is she really okay with that? Oh darn, it's already time. Lady Arietta, have you seen Aubrey anywhere? They were in the garden, but they ran away from me. I think I saw them headed for the pond. That kid never changes. Thanks, I'm going to go chase them down. No problem. Okay, I see. And then they have that conversation where Aubrey is like, I hate her, and Chantal's like, you're silly, you need to play with more people. Alright, let's go back. Okay. Are you still 75? You are. Really like the autumn trees. I mean, I like the non-autumn trees and everything else as well, but the autumn trees are a nice touch. Because it's autumn, apparently, says the screen. Can we go back out? This is the way to the city. I don't feel like going there. Alright, fine. Let's just go back. Go back inside? Yes! Okay, I'm sure you missed a couple rooms, but that's fine. How are you feeling? I'm fine. It was nice getting some air, and your kids are running around doing kid things as usual. The vegetable patches look kind of unhealthy for this time of autumn, though. We really don't have any time to waste. I know. But remember, you aren't alone. We may be only able to support you, but we hate to see you hurt yourself for the sake of the greater good. Thank you, but I'll be fine. Wait, alone. Alone. That's it. That's perfect. That will solve everything. Arietta? I have an idea. You were right. I should never have turned my back on my belief in walks. I love that face that she does when she's like trying to be super cute, I guess, or whatever she's doing there. It's adorable. I don't know what to call it. I'll need paper and ink, and I'll need to decide who to ask. I don't know about a piano, or I'd just have you do it with me. I think maybe Suzerain. That's a good idea. I'm sure she'll think this will be fun. Arietta. It's because I was trying to do it alone. Even a super genius with my considerable talents can't hold on to the flow of magic in the whole world alone. There will always be little things that slip through, you know? But if my body is over capacity, then I just need one, maybe two people to manage the bits I can't. I'm going to turn this into a group ritual. No, I'm going to make this an ensemble performance. What is it? You're just smiling. Let me in on the joke. No, it's just... I'm just happy to see you this excited about something again. Haha. Well, let me get my ideas written down first. Then, I'm not letting you sleep tonight. Oh dear. You do know I, technically, but that's still we, have children to take care of? Chantal and the older ones can handle it for one morning. I ought to be responsible and say no, but you're very persuasive. I'm glad. Okay. If it were impossible for one, then challenge it with two. If 2 is no good, then try again with 3. And if 3 doesn't work, then come back with 4. The piece that would become the grand score gradually took shape like that. But the real problem came when 4 performers, when a standard quartet of 2 violins, my viola, and a cello couldn't manage the ritual by just a hair's breadth. There is no standard template for a quintet. 3 violins would definitely be too many, but adding a second cello would give the lower section too much strength. Inviting a contrabass player would be interesting, but this piece had started with a violin and a cello duet. Redefining the bass would mean having to rewrite every part and take too long. And to write in one of the rarer string instruments would be all well and good, but where would I find a player for the part? You're gonna ask Chantal, aren't you? So I thought I could bring in a different kind of instrument. Brass was out of the question as a matter of course. I would have liked to invite one of my friends from the far south to play a woodwind, but the boards took longer to thaw every year, and the sea voyages were becoming more and more dangerous. It would be safer and faster to find someone within Harmonia. So that made my only option finding a second viola or Chantal. Probably. It was the year 751. I knew that refining the world tuning enough times would lead to success, but the problem was how long that was going to take. After a lot of discussion, Altair had decided that he and his kids would work on alternatives, but even though it was looking as though their hibernation spell might be viable, they weren't able to wake their first test subject, no matter how they tried, which would be Aubrey. So it was understandable that they wouldn't be too enthusiastic about continuing to pursue it as a solution. There was no time, so Okay. I'm just going to confirm this one last time, but you're really alright with me going ahead and doing this, right? Please, you're the best hope we have. I'm almost definitely going to make a mess of things, you know? I've stayed out of it this far because I know I'm too impatient to be able to handle to be able to handle this kind of thing with any grace. Okay, first of all, look at how fucking fantastic this place is. Like, this is just a hallway, and it looks beautiful, and I am so angry right now. I want to live there. I want to live in this place, or the Cantabile mansion. Is this considered a Cantabile mansion if it's Lord Altair's? I don't know. Will we ever be able to visit his house? Like, I want to touch all the things. Holy shit. Anyway, that's alright. That's why I think you should go ahead and try. I've done everything I can to support her. I can't bear to push her when she's this miserable. But that may be just what she needs. So please, help her. Well, I'll give it a shot. I've just about reached my limit of my willingness to sit on the sidelines, too. And I can't say no when you ask me with such a desperate face. I'm coming in. Whoa, it's so dark in here. I'm opening the blinds, so you'd better get ready. Oh, Chantal. So bright. How long have you had those closed? You've been up here for a month and hardly come down. You know, your boyfriend still comes every single day to ask you how you're doing. Everybody's worried. Go away. I will not go away. Your father is so desperate to do everything he can for you, he sent me in here. always thought you'd be the last person on Earth to push away everyone trying to help her, but here we are. I've never seen Altair look so hopeless. Never. This is worse than last month. He's turned into such a dad. I mean, he always liked little kids, even when I first met him, but after he adopted all of you, he changed. I don't know if I should describe it as becoming more responsible. He already put others before his own needs, but he put you kids first above everything else. Even when it got on my nerves, I just reminded myself that he wouldn't be himself if he weren't like that. At first, every little thing sent him panicking, wondering if he was really good enough to be a father to all of you. But years and experience calmed him down and made him wise. I always felt like it was a cruel trick of genetics that he can't have children even though he likes kids so much. But eventually, I started to think of it this way. Altair is naturally suited to be a father, so he must have been fated to become the person he is, so that he could be a parent to all of you when you lost yours. Maybe that's just my being egocentric and not wanting to shoulder my own guilt, but I do think that. Anyway, where was I before I started getting sappy? He's had his worries about all of you kids before, but never like this. I think now, especially realizing what was going on with Aubrey all along, he thinks it's his fault. So now he's realized that he's been taking it for granted that all of you would keep being here, alive and well. He's afraid that this time he's going to lose a child for real. Oh, so you're actually responding to that? Well, I'm not going to tell you that you have no right to be sad. Anger, confusion, sadness, grief, and guilt, they're all yours to feel, and nobody can take them away from you. But what I'm going to tell you is, stop making my honey worry. Yeep. Get out of bed and put clothes on. You and I are going for a walk. What? Walks cure everything from boredom to artist block. Therefore, you are going on a walk with me to see if the fresh air will do you any good. Stop trying to act like you're my mom or something. I like how Ariana's just like punching her fist. You're only 3 years older than me, it's weird. Well, I'm going out with your dad, so that makes me as good as your mom. And I'm only here because he's seeing if throwing me at you will help anything. So even if you complain to him, it won't do you any good. Now get decent, or I'm going to drag you outside in what you're wearing. I get it, I'll go. At least let me brush my hair first. God. Oh, no. God, you're scary. Good, I'm glad. Now hurry it up. Jesus. Emotions and then yelling. Great. Do we really have to arm ourselves to the teeth just to take a walk? You may not have left town for a while, so I'm just gonna warn you, but the monsters are getting worse every day. Just going out past the walls is enough that we might get mobbed. Fresh air and exercise. I don't know whether your optimism scares me the most or your idea of exercise. Tell me about it. Also, I have no idea where we're going. We're not going this way. Okay. Hello. There's a person there. Not going that way. Not going that way. Anyone in here? No. Oh, I'm sorry, we're cleaning right now. If you'd like items, though, I can sell them to you from here. Ooh, you've got full sharps. Ooh, and you have trebles. Nice. I've got a lot of them, though, to be fair. Alright, I think we're good. But, who knows? Where the hell are we, even? Also, Chantal is level 45. Let's see what skills they have. Or she has. Oh my god. Oh, right, because she can control all of the elements. So she's got... affects one enemy, affects all enemies. That makes sense. Then she can heal... revive... heal everyone... raise attack and magic... blesses... Huh. Raises attack and defense, and a special attack, a Rain of Stardust. Ooh, I want to see that. Well, anyways, they have plenty of warnings about monsters, so let's go. And hopefully not die. No idea where we're going, or where we are, in fact, but... Actually, let's play as Chantal, because you are bright green. And like I said before, I like to stick out like a sore thumb. Brr. Wanna take a break? I don't really mind. If you want to, sure. Okay, if you're fine with me deciding, then we're taking a break. It's warmer if we're moving, but you've been laying around in bed for like a month now. I don't want to keep a pace that's going to hurt you. That's kind. The irony here isn't funny, it's just sad. Don't play innocent, Lady Arietta. You're the one who said I was the last person you'd have thought would do this. You know what I mean. Well, yes, but your mentioning it means you want to talk about it, right? You're so weird and direct about this stuff. I get that a lot. Well, I haven't got enough patience for social graces to really be delicate about this kind of thing. And that's why I tried to keep my nose out of this until your dad decided to sick me on you. Yes, thank you, concerned father. I always knew, you know? I knew that I was just annoying Aubrey by being all nosy and well-meaning. I mean, I meant to be. I don't know, I just couldn't leave them alone. I mean, I know they had a better relationship with their parents than I had with the garbage I came from. But us two were the only genderqueer kids that Lord Altair took in. And they were messed up real bad. I don't know how much Father told you about it, but... I basically wound up projecting my younger self all over them. I wanted to be the big sister to them that I needed when I was little. But I think I just wound up pushing them into a corner by not listening to them and saying no, and acting like I always knew what was best for them. God, if they could see me right now, they'd laugh. They'd just say it serves me right. I'm pathetic. It doesn't serve you right. How can you say that after I... Look, all I ever really know about this situation is from what I've heard from you and Altair and the other kids. Aubrey avoided me like the plague. So you can take this as my personal opinion if you want. But, sure, maybe you weren't perfect. Maybe you were too forceful sometimes. But you were just a kid too, and you were doing the best you knew how in a bad situation. And Aubrey did everything they possibly could to push you and everyone else away. This is just secondhand, but I do know that they were really horrid to you. But they were so little, and after they lost their parents... That's a double standard. If Aubrey's depression and grief and youth mitigate how they were to you, then even though you never got along with your parents, you lost them too. And you were young, and I can't even imagine how scary it must have been after the way you'd been treated to talk to Altair about HRT and all that, which is, I think, hormone replacement treatment, just so you know. But If what Aubrey was going through mitigates them doing this to you, then what you were going through ought to mitigate any damage you did to them too. And if you think that still doesn't absolve you of whatever responsibility you share in their choices, then they don't get a free pass for what they said and did to you either. You make it sound so simple. I know enough to understand that. It only seems simple to me because I'm just an observer. But Chantal, Aubrey is a big kid. They made their own choices. We can try to persuade people not to do bad, foolish things, but we have no moral right to force them to obey us. Aubrey made a choice, that's all. It's not your fault. You did everything you could think of to try and help them. So what I'm trying to get at here is that it's okay to forgive yourself. It makes sense and all, I still feel like I should have done more. That's okay. Will you think about what I said, though? I guess so. Alright, then let's keep going. How long are we even walking? Until we get to where I want to go and then come back. You are a nightmare. That's not very nice to say, but I'm glad you're smiling. I'm... what? Come on, or we're going to be late. Or we're going to be out late. Okay. Well, on that note, I think I am going to stop and probably level them, since Chantal's only level 45 and there's a healing circle right here, which is pretty convenient. So yeah, that'll be a thing. So look forward to next time when we face whatever monster that is in store next, and possibly asking Chantal to, probably asking Chantal to do the voice for the quintet for the world tuning. Yes. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.